FXN, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And in this video guys, I want to show you guys how to break down any chart to essentially just very quickly know what your directional bias is. And I think that's hugely going to be important for you because you need to know a directional bias. You know whether you're buying or selling any pair, right? So I'm just going to show you how I do it. And how you can do it really on any chart. So let's jump right into it here, and let's not waste any time so we can make this a short video for you that you can get some value from. So let's go ahead and let's do a random chart that's not even on the list because I've already pretty much done all the charts here, so it's not even going to be fair. So let's go ahead and let's do another chart, a new chart here. So let's do one that's not, that I've never done before. Let's do pound JPY here, or AUD JPY, excuse me. So let's add this to the list and let's do this one. All right, so here we have a brand new chart, AUD JPY, right? So what we're going to do here is, this is on what, a 1 hour chart right now. Okay, the first thing I want to know about any pair is what's the average daily movement on this pair. So to do that, or to get that, I just turn on my indicator real quick. That's just going to tell me what the average ADR is on this. So you can see here ADR is about 71. So if we know that a daily moving average of 71, so this pair moves on average about 71 pips per day. Typically, you have to times this number times 3, and that'll give you like a full cycle before you should expect like some kind of a reversal, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're new to the channel, go check out the Trading with Market Makers playlist. It's got the whole strategy on there for free, and you can watch and so you'll know what I'm talking about. But real quick, we're looking for this pattern here, this market maker pattern, right? Right. So typically from here to here is 3 times ADR. So we take 71 times 3. That'll give us what, 213. So that's what we're looking for, 213. Now, just by looking at this chart, what's the obvious and most easiest way to break this chart down, right? For me, obviously this would be a low here, this would be a high here, right? What I want to do is I want to grab the measuring tool, and we'll see how many pips is it from there from top to bottom. So you can see what, 418 pips. So clearly this is way more than one cycle. Right, this has got to be 2 cycles basically in one. So how do I break this down? Well, for one cycle to be, you would have to have around 3 times ADR and then have a pullback and then keep going. So I'm going to assume that this is going to have a reset in it. So a reset would mean like a pullback. So this right here is a significant pullback, right? So I'm going to assume that that is a reset, and this right here would be a new peak. So to just check that real quick, it would be from here to here, 223. So that's 3 times ADR right there. And then from here to here, it'd be 262. So about 3.5 times ADR on this one. So there's your 2 cycles right there, right? So you could say, hey, this is essentially right here. We're coming off of peak formation high, right? this right here would be a peak formation high, and then this right here would be a peak formation low, like that. And then this right here would be a reset, which would in turn come into being peak formation low, right? So, and again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the Trading with Market Makers playlist so you can get a full idea of what I'm talking about here. But for those who follow this channel, know what I'm talking about. So you already have, you've already kind of, completed here the full cycle. So you already know you're coming off of a peak formation high here. So technically you should be looking for sells, right? Because we want to sell to at least get 3 times ADR, which is, somewhere around here, basically. Call it 79,750 or so. Somewhere around that range is where you want to sell to. And then we should wait and then see if we get a peak formation low to confirm, and then, go from there. But for right now, immediately, within, I don't know, 5 minutes of breaking this chart down, I know that I should be looking for sells. Right now, if you want to get good at this, you can literally keep going back, work your way backwards, and see how far back can you go and fill this chart out. And if you're right about how this is working, it's all going to work its way out for you. So, example, if I go from here to here, it's 365. So I know that this is not going to work out to be just one cycle, obviously, right? So 365 and the daily average range is 71. That would give me about well over five times ADR in that one move from top to bottom. So I know that there's definitely more than one cycle there, right? So the question is, okay, where's the 2 cycles at? So for me, obviously, this is going to be the high point here, or the peak formation high. And then clearly there's going to be a reset. Question is, where's the reset, right? So for me, I'm looking for a pullback. Where's the closest major pullback? Would probably be right here. So I'm just going to put this as possible peak here, and then this will be the reset here, right? And this will actually be peak formation high, right? So it'll be like that. Now when I measure this out, 231, 226, that's definitely one. And then this one here, down to here, is about 192 or so. So that's about, what, 2.7 times ADR. So that's all good. So there's another whole cycle there. Now going on the back end of this, clearly this right here is going to be a peak low. And then the question becomes, what the hell do we do with this? So we measure out from the bottom, top, right, 184 or so. Clearly, we know that this is not going to be a full cycle either. So we could say a couple things. We could see it like this, where this could be we could say that this is a peak here, because it's almost the same size as this, which is like 2.7. We know that definitely this is not a full cycle. So this would be a peak formation low to peak formation high, and then here this would actually be a failed reset, in the sense that you were expecting price to go higher and break this high to be a reset, but it didn't. It matched it and then dropped. So this actually turns out to be a failed reset here. So like that. And then now you could just basically start working your way back, right? So yeah, guys, you can literally keep going back, and the more that you do this, the better you're going to get. But in about 5 minutes here of breaking this part down here, you already have your directional bias, right? So you know what you should be looking for. And so this right here is what gives you an advantage, right? But if you want to like literally learn how to do this and be very good at it, you just have to go in and start doing the back testing and go back. And as long as you can make everything match, you're doing it good. But you're going to learn how to do this real quick though, and it's going to give you a directional bias within 5 minutes. This is on any pair. All right, guys. So this exact thing right here that you just saw me do is what I do this every single day, and this is what my charts look like, and this is how the charts that I share on FXN Plus, right? So if you need help with this kind of stuff and you want to know how my charts look every day, literally this I share my charts on FXN Plus, right? So you can know like where you are, see, in the cycle, right? So this could all be possible, guys. You guys can do this too. You just got to put in the time to learn. Okay. So I hope just showing you this, how quickly you can actually get a directional bias if you really wanted to know. Okay. If you want to learn how to do this, we have a new class coming up this week, next week on Monday. So links is in the description if you want to join that, or FXN Plus. I hope you guys got some value out of this, guys, and have a great rest of your day.